Hello everyone! Welcome back sa aming YouTube channel. Happy New Year 2025! So, ang isi-share ko po sa inyo ngayon is information for the 2026 and 2027 immigration level plans. Ito po yung nirelease ng IRCC or the Ottawa Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship Canada is pleased to release the details on the 2025-2027 Immigration Levels Plan. So, kayo po ay bago lang sa aming YouTube channel, don't forget to like and subscribe at mag-update po ako sa inyo ng mga bagong ways or paraan on how to come, live, and to become a permanent dito sa Canada. So, ating mabalang bayan, ating mabalang Canada. So, yeah, pag-usapan po natin, the levels plans include permanent resident targets and range under the immigration categories of economic, family, refugees, and protected person. Also, kasama din po ay ang humanitarian and compassionate and other programs po ng Canada. So, kaya I'm so excited to share with you guys. So, yeah, the 2025-2027 levels plan also includes, for the first time, the temporary resident targets for international students. So, good news guys sa mga international student dyan. Panoorin nyo po until I finish my video. So, and also, hindi lang international student, kasama po ang temporary foreign workers. Sa mga nandito na sa Canada, na dumating as TFW workers. Nako, pakinggan nyo po ang good news na plano ng IRCC sa atin. So, the temporary and permanent residents play a key role in supporting economic growth, addressing the labor market shortage. So, alam talaga natin na malaking tulong po talaga ang mga TFW na mag-fill in sa kakulangan ng labor shortage sa Canada. So, yeah, and contributing to the diversity of communities across Canada. So, thank you so much guys sa iyong hard work, sa iyong patience, sa mga application process. Yung madugo, hindi mabilis. Talagang may rami kayo pinagdadaanan. So, yeah. So, kagaya ng mga news na in the recent years, Canada welcomed newcomers to support our economy and address labor market needs. So, yeah, kaya kumuha ng mga international student na kasama ng spouse and temporary foreign worker. Marami tayong programs na nilabas ang IRCC. So, to ensure a well-managed migration system, the government is reducing the share of temporary residents to 5%. So, at least 5% lang ang binawas nila, di ba? 5% of the total population by the end of 2026. So, meaning, marami tayong chances talaga na maging PR. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, kapit lang kayo, huwag kayo mawala ng pag-asa. Pero, kailangan natin alamin ano dapat natin gawin para ma-approve tayo ng permanent residency. Okay, so a series of changes have been announced over the course of the past year to achieve this goal. So, di ba ang daming news last year na magbabawas, naghihigpit, talagang sinusuri talaga ng mga application, kung malalaman talaga kung legit to avoid fraud. So, yun. So, including an intake cap on most study permit application and an amendment cost of living requirements for students. So, yung naghigpit sila sa mga international student na papasok. Tapos, di ba, nabalita natin yung last year. And then also, yung requirement ng application to become, to get the student visa, naghigpit po sila. So, alam niyo natin yung mga changes last year. And also, yung eligibility changes to post-graduation work permit and to work permit issue to the spouse of international student. Kasi, alam natin na Kapag ang international student, may family, they can come together as a family and the spouse will be an open work permit as well as the TFW. Marami na pong nandito na ganun po ang kanilang visa and kanilang program. So, and foreign workers under both the International Mobility Program and Temporary Foreign Worker Program. Ito po yung International Mobility Program na dalawang program para makapunta sa Canada as a worker. So, yung TFW, marami po akong nabigyan ng pagkakataon na maging TFW sa Canada. So, I'm so glad that they were able to be, work here as sa Canada. So, in keeping this reduction, yung targets for temporary and permanent residents have been developed in tandem. So, it is anticipated that more than 40% of overall permanent residents admission in 2025 will be students or worker. So, 2025. So, may pag-asa po talaga tayo to become a permanent resident in Canada kasi admission in 2025 will be student or workers already in Canada. Yung mga na in Canada na, yung mga nandito na sa Canada, yun ang kailang uunahing i-process. Okay? So, a greater share of economic admission are allocated under the federal economic priorities to skilled workers with focus on critical sectors. So, yung mga skilled workers, critical sector like such as healthcare and skilled trades. So, alam natin mga healthcare, yung mga nurses, mga PSW, yung mga nasa healthcare system, at saka yung mga skilled trades po. So, in recognition of the importance of supporting this application, these sectors, so, alam ko meron akong isang natulungan na nasa Thunder Bay, si Joseph. Skilled sila, so they have the possibility na maging PR po kaagad. So, kasi in Canada na rin kasi siya. So, yan, good news. Pag-usapan natin ng mga iba pa sa ating mga temporary foreign worker. Huwag kayong mawala ng pag-asa. We still have a chance and hope. So, it is also put on ensuring that admission are dedicated to facilitating transition to permanent residence for those who are already in Canada as a students and as a workers. So, yung mga nandito na sa Canada as a international students or TFW workers under the In Canada focus. So, meron pong ginawa silang bagong program na ipaprioritize nila ito. So, to support for family reunification continues through the family category. So, kaya sinasabi ko sa mga couples na, kasi diba pag TFW ka, pwede mo rin makuha ang spouse mo as an open work permit, as well as your kids if you have kids, na makasama mo dito sa Canada while working. So, this category, through the family category, which maintains a rate of 22% of overall permanent residence admission. So, tumaas ang rate na pwedeng maging PR dito sa Canada. So, imagine, 21,200 admission are provided to commitments made on humanitarian and compassionate. Yun yung mga programs na pwede yung i-apply to become a permanent. Pwede humanitarian and compassionate grounds and or as part of a public policies by the Minister of IRC over the years. Yun po yung isang last chance, like ko sinasabi sa mga couples na huwag kayong mawala ng pag-asa ka kasi meron pa rin kayong hope to become a permanent. Hindi man sa PNP program, yung sinasabi kong compassionate and humanitarian program. So, yun yung, the targets for temporary residents include new arrivals, o yung mga bagong dating for 2025, welcome! New arrivals under one of the temporary worker programs. Example, kasi the Temporary Foreign Worker Program, which is a TFW, nandito ka na sa Canada, kara-arrive mo lang ngayon. So, yung release ng bagong program is for this year. And also kasama din po yung the International Mobility Program, which is the IMP, as well as new arrivals under International Student Program. So, welcome uli kayo. Kaya lang, medyo naghigpit sila ng mga requirements. So, kailangan nyo rin pong alamin kung ano yung mga dapat yung i-ready requirements in order for you to get approved to come to Canada for this year. So, 2025. So, targets are not set for visitors arriving with temporary resident visas or electronic travel authorization, which is we call ATA permit. So, kasi dati 'di ba, naglabas sila na pwede ang tourist visa to convert to a work permit. Marami sinuwerte, marami ako na-meet na mga na visa lang sila, na sinuwerte na naging limiya sila. So, they stay in Canada as a temporary work permit na. So, swerte yung mga ano, pero ngayon nawala na po yan. Hindi na po pwede. Sorry. So, yan. Kasama rin po ang permit extension in Canada, study work permit application. Kasama po yung mga yan. So, yun po yung mga hindi pwede na magkaroon ng chances to become a permanent. So, the IMP is comprised of a collection of streams that do not need required labor market impact assessment, which is we call LIMIA. Ito yung isa sa mga program na hindi kailangan ng LIMIA. So, including work permits issued in accordance with the agreements with the partners countries. Kasi kagaya doon sa Leamington, alam ko may mga kasama yung pinsan ko, yung aking pamangkin na mga taga-Mexico. So, sila hindi na nakailangan ng LIMIA. Kasi Canada and Mexico has a partner countries. Or work permits issued under economic family class or humanitarian public policies. Kasama din po ang PGWP and post-graduation work permit. So, yan mga pwedeng mga kasama doon sa program na yon. Na hindi kailangan ng LIMIA. Yun po yung binanggit ko kanina. So, the TFW program is jointly administered with Employment and Social Development Canada. Ito yung ESDC. And it is based on employer demand to fill the specific jobs with no Canadians or locals na nag-a-apply to fill in the position. See? To fill specific jobs with no Canadians or permanent residents are available to do the work with LIMIA. So, ito yung mga nasa mga remote area na talagang walang lokal na nag-a-apply sa job position na you are currently, working right now. So, that's required to issue work permits. So, yun the TFW program includes seasonal and non-seasonal program. So, yun yung isang options na you still have the chance na mabigyan ka ng work permit as long as i-comply ng employer yung mga qualification, requirements, compliance ng IRCC to obtain the LIMIA para maibigay sa iyo. So, once you have the LIMIA, you can apply for a work permit. Di ba ganyan ang procedure? Ganyan ang procedure. So, kailangan mo i-comply ng employer lahat ng kailangan mong i-ready. So, the TFW program targets include all non-seasonal workers who remain in Canada for longer 1 year. Wow! Kailangan di ka pala lalabas ng Canada for longer than 1 year. So, swerte sa mga kalala ko, talaga hindi sila umuwi ng Pilipinas. So, primary agriculture workers under the TFW program who do not live within the calendar year will be, good news, will be prioritized within these targets to limit the negative impact on Canada economy and food supply chains. Kasi malaking tulong sila. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka nag-absent sa work, hindi ka umalis, malaking contribution mo sa Canada, so you are the prioritized to apply to get approved for the PR if you're applying for permanent residency. sorry, excuse me. Happy New Year ulit. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe sa aming YouTube channel. Okay, overall plan, permanent residence admissions for the year for 2026. Oh my God, guys, ang laki ng range na kailangan na tinatarget nila for this year. From this year to next year, actually. So, 352,000 to 416,000. Yun yung range nila. Pero na-divide siya sa iba-ibang category. Yung una, yung in Canada focus. Tapos pangalawa, federal economic. Pangatlo, yung pilots, yung mga pilots program, PNP. Tapos caregivers. Tsaka yung mga nasa agri-food, agricultural jobs. Community, immigration. So yun yung mga, tsaka yung economic mobility pathways. Tsaka yung Pilot Atlantic Immigration Program. Kasama din po yung Provincial Nominee Program. Kasama din yung mga skilled sa Quebec. Tsaka yung Workers and Business Spouses and Partners and Children. Kasama din po ang Parents and Grandparents. So, naka-divide po yung range na kailangan nila sa lahat ng mga program na kailangan ni Canada dito na kailangan ng Canada to become a permanent. Kagaya nung sa parents and grandparents, yung friend ko, nabunod sila. So, I'm hoping they're nasa processing ng kailang mga parents. So, dalawa silang friend ko. So, bunutan din kasi yung grandparents. So, yun. Guys, yung sa pag-apply ng permanent, meron in Canada focus po. Check nyo lang po lahat ng category ninyo, yung CRS scores, yung requirements, check nyo po mabuti before you apply for a permanent residence. And also, alam nyo guys, pwede nyo i-DIY eh. Basta i-detail nyo lang basahin ang mga instruction, ang mga kailangan nyo gawin. Number 1, kailangan ng CRS scores sa mga mag-a-apply IELTS. Siyempre, mga documentation, mga other documentation, marriage contract, birth certificate, those stuff, and application form. And yeah, sa next video ko, itatry ko i-share sa inyo how to DIY sa pag-apply ng permanent residency. Kasi yung sa akin, ako lang gumawa. I try na i-share sa inyo kung same pa rin po yung procedure ko noon sa ngayon. Aralin ko muna, isi-share ko sa isa na aking next vlog. So, abangan nyo po, guys. So, I'm so happy for 2025 kasi may bagong good news sila. So, in Canada focus po, ito po ang ipaprioritize ng Canada to receive application for permanent residency. So guys, sa mga ready for applying for permanent na dyan, get ready for your documents, for your requirements, and submit your application right away. Kasi nga, may limit lang yung application na i-receive nila. So, kaya lang, you have more chance kasi nandito na kayo sa Canada. At also, yung mga newcomers for this year. So, good news for 2025. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Abangan nyo po ang aking i-share sa inyo next time. I-try natin i-DIY yung pag-apply ng permanent sa mga nagtatanong sa akin. So, para ma-share ko rin sa inyo. So, yan. Ate Mabel, sa aming YouTube channel, thank you for thank you for subscribing sa aming channel. And also, guys, sana i-follow nyo rin po ako sa aking Facebook page. And thank you and Happy New Year. I hope you like and na yung aking share ngayon. If you have a question, you can message me sa aking Facebook page. And also, if you want to submit your resume, again, we're still accepting resume for automotive technicians, tsaka sa ibang jobs sa aming YouTube na na-share ko na. Email address is mabelfreas14@gmail.com. So, thank you so much. Bye for now. Happy New Year again.